Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Shaleia and I'm going to be doing the Twin Flame May forecast report. And I'm very excited to do the reading for this month because I got new cards. And I'm going to, I'll give you guys just a quick little preview on the cards itself. It's called Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angela Hartfield. Now, I know there's a lot of people watching this that really love and resonate with Ganesh. He's a very popular Indian god, and he's one of my favorites subsequently. I have called upon Ganesh many times for assistance, and I kid you not, miracles have occurred. It's a very beautiful energy. Ganesh helps remove obstacles from your path in a nutshell. It's one of the things that he does. For those of you who are not quite sure who Ganesh is, he's a very childlike, advanced being. So I'm going to be using these cards. I just kind of got them in the mail recently, so I've been very excited to use them and to show them to you. I really love the graphics, okay? And I like the messages in the book are really beautiful and like really easy to understand. It's really good for anyone who's like a beginner or even intermediate, even someone who's an expert. So I'll show you, like, here's a card. Here's a card, divine support. Like, look how beautiful that is, The artist that does this, she's actually a graphic designer and illustrator by trade. And I mean, it's pretty obvious, by her technique and style. I majored in graphic design, so I could tell. And I think that was one of the reasons why I was like really drawn to this deck, was because of its illustrative style, promise of the future. So I don't do reviews on oracle cards, although I could because I'm an expert on them. But I did want to just show you guys the beautiful cards that I was guided to buy. And I mean, if you're really into Ganesh, if you resonate with the energy of this deck and the illustrations, and you really like numerology, if you can read numerology well, I mean, this is the deck for you. And like I said, like, the book is very easy to understand. She did a really good job. And Angela Hartfield, she has quite a few other decks with the same publisher, Blue Angel Publishing, something like that. Yeah, I got my mermaid deck from that same company. So anyways, I just wanted to show you. Here's the last one. Embrace. How beautiful. Let's embrace this reading. And before we do that, before we embrace this reading for the month of May, I have actually a few announcements to make. And the very first one, okay, is a huge congratulations to two Twin Flames who attend Twin Flame Ascension School with Jeff and I, because they have attained harmonious Twin Flame union, and we couldn't be ever more proud and happy for their victory. This just happened a couple days ago. That's why this video is just a little late. I was pretty happy and overwhelmed, and it was just a very beautiful experience. So to those two students, you know who you are. I won't out you yet. A big pat on the back, guys. And Jeff and I are very happy and proud. And for those of you who are curious, we are going to be having who these people are, who got into harmonious Twin Flame union. You can join our free 90-minute Q&A Twin Flames webinar this Wednesday, May 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to put the link precisely in the description box below, and I can do it in the comments for those of you that just go straight to the comments. So if you're interested, you can click that link and join our webinar. And you can ask us questions, hear what Jeff and I have to say, and meet the new twin flames in harmonious union. These beautiful twin flame couple. They are going to be moving forward and doing twin flame work. So you guys get to see other twin flames in harmonious union aside from Jeff and I. And you get to ask them questions and start to familiarize even more so deeply with the energy and the blueprint of harmonious twin flames in union. You'll see that there's a very clear pattern of those who have it and those who don't have it when you attune yourself directly to that vibrational frequency of the soul blueprint of twin flames. So please join us. I believe the next Wednesday and the Wednesday after that, so the first 3 Wednesdays of May, we're going to continue doing these Q&As. So stay connected with us. The best way to do that is to click on the link in our Facebook. You can see it in the description box below. This is twinflamesuniverse.com. That's our Facebook page. And you can have your finger on the pulse of when we come out and we do these live YouTube videos and get to answer your questions and talk deeply and in depth and go and share even more information that is not out there on YouTube yet about twin flames that is very pertinent and important to you who want your harmonious union. So yeah, I believe that's all the announcements. So let's get started. Okay, so for the first week of May, we have childlike expression. I love Ganesha. Okay, so for the first week here, what's really going on is Ganesha's really asking us to think about the correct disposition to take in regards to moving forward into our harmonious twin flame union. And what I mean by that is being like the innocence of a child. I mean, once again, Jesus really said it best when he was like, like be like the children. Like they are equally teachers. God speaks through them and God is them as well. But it's really taking this kind of position of being very like unattached and very much, and this doesn't mean letting go of your desire of your twin flame union, but just letting go and giving all the details to God. You can see Ganesh is really focused. Well, it looks like he's focused very much on the fruit, but the truth is that Ganesh is very much focused on his divine connection to God, to the divine. And this is the way to help lead you into your union. This is the proper step forward, is to really understand how supported you are, how taken care of you are on this journey, and that when you ask and claim your support, you will receive it. I mean, it's divine will, it's divine law that you be united with your twin flame. But the only way to get there is to claim your support into union, because when you have lived your life in separation and then you go and make a new choice and start moving into harmonious union, it's a really, really big deal. There's a lot of changes and there's a lot of upheaval within that occurs. And so claiming the support is going to make it a smoother, easier, and more graceful transition, and one you will realize is the easier and better path for you, the most loving and compassionate path. So, and just for one last note, you can see that the number is 12 here. 12 is a master number for those of you that like numbers. So for me, 12 is really about a, for me it's always been almost like a completion. I know 9 is also that number, but for me it's the circle is whole, 12, right? 12 apostles. like all the resources you need to get to where you need to go are absolutely there and available for you. It's about you opening up and claiming them and knowing that all the places inside where you are vulnerable and you've gotten hurt, you have to reopen those places where you've been vulnerable and allow yourself to be loved there. And that's the beautiful lesson of a child. So we're going to move on to the second week of May. Okay, cool. And what we get here is priorities. Thank you, Ganesh. This is number 30. 3 is about sensitivity and expression. Excuse me. And 3 is also a master number. Well, 333 is, but the root of I think the root of 333, isn't it? Isn't it 3? I believe so. So this week we're really focused on our priorities that will get us into our harmonious twin flame union. Sometimes we tend to overcomplicate this process of getting into union, where we get focused on the details and the specifics, and like we make it like way too hard on ourselves. Like it doesn't have to be. It can be as simple as making a new choice to love yourself, and that choice moves you forward into harmonious union. So for instance, if you have a lot of issues around trust, well, the core problem is that you don't trust yourself, because there is no external world. And what we view as external is only a manifestation of our inner reality. Everything, our whole reality, everything that happens to us and what we experience is from the inside. Like right now, for instance, you all see me, right? You see me? Wrong. You don't actually see me. What you see is a projection of light that is reversed, in your retina, in your eyes. And, now that's how you can see me, right? The right way and not upside down. But where do you actually see me? You see me inside of you. Where are you actually hearing me? You're hearing me inside of you. Is an internal experience, meaning you have complete control of your own reality and how you experience it. So for this week, you can see that Ganesh is holding up a lotus. Now, we all know, what does the lotus symbolize? It symbolizes enlightenment. It's about choosing to make your harmonious twin flame union a priority in your life, choosing to make your spirituality and your spiritual journey and yourself a priority in your life. And when you do that, you reap the rewards of a spiritual life. And spiritual life always translates into having a very happy, wonderful, and fulfilling physical life and material life. There is no separation. They are absolutely one in the same. We should all know that by now. So let's make our harmonious twin flame union a priority this week. I know that many of you are and have that are watching this, and I applaud you in continuing to move forward and continue to choose to be diligent as to what really are your priorities that will assist you in moving forward, and ones that really aren't, ones that are kind of excuses, ones that are kind of you pretend like they're more important, like, oh, I can't focus on my union right now because of my job, or because of my family, or because of my marriage that I'm in to my non-twin flame. Well, okay, you're going to be making up excuses for a very long time, but at some point you are going to have to make a definitive choice when you're done suffering. So I pray that you choose wisdom. And I trust that God is with you in making that choice to choose wisdom, and that you continue forward on your twin flame journey and realize that where there's a will, there's a way, and that your twin flame is your perfect mirror. Everything that upsets you about them is because it's a mirror of what's happening inside of you. This is a unique facet of twin flames because you share the exact same soul blueprint. So, Let's move on to the third week of May, okay? Oh, I love this. Okay, so one of the beautiful things about this Ganesha deck is that there are chakra cards. And this is the solar plexus chakra card, also the card of empowerment. This is number 23, which adds up to a 5, which is about freedom and discipline. You cannot have freedom without discipline, and discipline results in having freedom. That is essential knowledge to having a true spiritual life, understanding how those two are interconnected. And this week, this is about claiming your power. Okay, Ganesh is really encouraging everyone here to claim your power in moving forward directly into your harmonious twin flame union. It's not impossible, guys. Like, I'm here to tell you, it is not impossible. It is extremely possible. I did it with Jeff. We have 3 students who have graduated into their harmonious twin flame union from our school, making the seemingly impossible possible. You know, and 2 of these unions, they were in marriages before and with children, and they have come together. They made it a priority to come together, and they were absolutely supported in doing it. And everyone has benefited, because when one chooses love, everybody wins, okay? So, you know, Ganesh here is really, really with you this week in helping to support you release anything in your life that is disempowering to your harmonious twin flame union. And what I mean by that is toxic relationships. Your false twin flame who you are still trying to turn into your real twin flame. That's enough. You know, release them. Let them be with their twin flame so you can be with your own twin flame, you know, or whatever your situation is. Like, the core blocks and barriers of love to your twin flame must be resolved before you can enter in your harmonious twin flame union. This doesn't mean that all the blocks of love need to be resolved and cleared in order for you to have your twin flame. But it means that the core blocks to your twin flame have to be resolved for you to get into harmonious union with them. And Ganesh is here, like, drink in this image. Look how empowering this image is. Ganesh is clearing the way. Ganesh is releasing any and all obstacles into your harmonious twin flame union. It is safe to feel powerful. It is safe to feel loved. And it is safe to feel supported and to claim your support into your harmonious twin flame union. And know that it is absolutely God's will, heaven's will, that you be with your twin flame, because you were created in perfect harmony together in heaven, and that the way is paved for you. All you must do is take your guided action steps, be empowered in them, and know that you are not alone on this path. There are many, many people who are entering their harmonious union or actively on their path in harmonious union. And for extra support, you can always join our classes at Twin Flame Ascension School, where you'll get Jeff's assistance and mine assistance into your harmonious union, as well as joining our private and secret Facebook group with your brothers and sisters who absolutely are there to love and support you all the way into your harmonious union. This shit is priceless. This is the stuff where you're like, wow, I can't believe people like this exist. I can't believe a community like this exists. I can't believe a community around twin flames and divine love exists like this. And it's one of the best things that not only have, I believe God has ever created, but that people here on the planet are desiring and have come together to co-create. So make sure when you are feeling weak that you call upon the strength of God, you call upon the strength of the divine, you can call upon the strength of Ganesh, and they will be there for you. And of course, Jeff and I are also here for you if you need support. All you must do is ask, okay? So let's do the fourth and final week of May. So that is, we're getting into the Gemini season. Happy birthday, Geminis. And of course, happy birthday to my Tauruses. All right, the earth and the air. Haha. Okay, so here's the final card. Sustenance. Dang, I really like these cards. You know, they're so pretty. So this week, it's really important to nurture yourself while you're on your journey to twin flame union, because a lot of upheaval is bound to happen when you are making choices to go into deeper levels of loving. When you go into deeper levels of loving, all the thoughts and beliefs that are out of alignment with that new choice or new level of loving is going to come up for clearing. It's going to come up in upheave. And it's perfectly okay and it's perfectly natural to allow yourself to feel these feelings, to work through them, and know that you're not perpetrating them, but you're feeling them in order to free them and to let them go. And this welcomes in that new energy of love and joy and happiness and strength in its place. So this is about reprogramming yourself to divine love and deprogramming ego. So this week, rest, okay? Take it easy. Know that when you are in a state of rest and surrender, you are actively moving forward on your path of harmonious twin flame union. It's absolutely necessary to take care of yourself and support yourself the best way that you know how, and to also ask God to support you in a way that's in your best and highest interest. Because I know, if there's one thing I know about God, you can ask him for one thing and he'll upgrade it. It like happens to me all the time, and I'm like, I want this, and God's like, actually, you want this. I'm like, oh, I do. And as a result, I feel much more supported, I feel much more nurtured, and I'm able to give back as a result of being given to so well and so deeply. Another thing that comes up is making sure that you choose to eat foods that are very nourishing and loving to you. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It could be pineapple, it could be a chocolate bar, it could be a friggin' onion, or it could be a nice steak. It's whatever the heck that you like to eat. You are absolutely encouraged to. My only suggestion is you approach your food from a place of, is it going to make me feel good? Is what I'm about to eat going to give to me, or is it going to take away from me? And don't listen to like your head, but like listen to your heart and soul, because your heart knows exactly what it is that you need to, how it is that you need to be nourished. And this is also very healing for you. Like, for instance, like I grew up in a household that like never drank pop. And then, you know, Jeff and I, we started buying, or we had bought like a lot of pop. And we drank it because that was what we needed to heal and feel good as a result of the imbalance of this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. It like, it really is like, it can really mess up a kid when you like program them in a way about what's good and what's bad, and applying judgment and labels when God has a completely different perspective, and that perspective is truth. And then when you're done with something that's no longer serving you, no longer nurturing you, you let it go. We don't drink pop anymore. Ha ha ha, we got it. We don't need it anymore. That was just what we needed to heal. Anything and everything is medicine, and too much of one thing starts to not be so much a medicine. This is my philosophy, of course. You have yours. But I just wanted to leave you with this food for thought. Dee, dee, dee. Okay, this is a week of focusing on feeling good, and this is going to move you forward on your union. And when you make this core choice, of choosing to feel good always at your core, your twin flame makes that same core choice, because you do not choose separately. No matter how hard you try, the bubble is burst. You don't have independent choice from your twin flame. So this is actually a very beautiful and wonderful thing, and you'll understand specifically when you reach harmonious twin flame union, which I know you all are diligently working toward, and I applaud you for that. So thus concludes our reading for the month of May 2017. I can't believe we are already into spring. It just feels like it was the new year, and now we're into the 5th month. I'm very, very happy. It's been a wonderful year so far. And make sure, for those of you who are interested in joining our live Q&A, once again, click on the link below and join us, and you get to talk with Jeff and I, and you get to meet the new twin flames in harmonious union and ask them all your questions. And if you also would like to join up for our classes, click on the link for Twin Flame Ascension School, and I believe that's also below, and you can find out more information there, and you can come on in and join our community and join our movement of being a true twin flame in harmonious union, and allow your love to overflow and bless the whole world. So thank you so much for joining me for this reading, and I look forward to seeing you in next month's reading. Remember to check like so you can come back and refer to this reading throughout the month, and subscribe. All right, we'll see you guys in other videos. Love you.
भजत विद्यानिवर्तन अमरदृष्टस्व विक्रम समरजुष्टभ्रमिक्रम